Peter O'Toole was a man who burned with brilliance, both on and off the screen. Born on August 2nd, 1932, in Connemara, Ireland, he carried with him a raw Celtic fire. His parents, Constance Ferguson and Patrick Joseph O'Toole, gave him working-class roots. From those humble beginnings, he would rise to global stardom. With piercing blue eyes and aristocratic presence, he became unforgettable. For many, he will always remain Lawrence of Arabia, yet his life was far more complex than a single role. His story blends triumph, turmoil, and timeless artistry. Peter's childhood was marked by movement between Ireland and England. Eventually, the family settled in Leeds, Yorkshire. World War II cast its shadow over his early years. Bomb shelters, rations, and uncertainty were part of his upbringing. He initially trained as a journalist and photographer, but the lure of words and performance drew him away. He auditioned for drama school with little experience. He was accepted at the Royal Academy of Dramatic Art, RADA. There, he studied alongside Albert Finney and Richard Harris. His teachers immediately recognized a rare intensity. Shakespeare became his training ground. By his 20s, he was already seen as a stage prodigy. O'Toole first made his mark in theatre. He worked at the Bristol Old Vic, refining his craft. He played Hamlet, Macbeth, and other Shakespearean leads. His stage performances drew critical acclaim. He had the voice, the presence, and the charm. Cinema soon came calling. His early film roles were small but promising. Then came the life-changing opportunity. Director David Lean cast him as T.E. Lawrence. In 1962, Lawrence of Arabia premiered. The film was an epic of desert landscapes and human ambition. O'Toole's performance electrified audiences worldwide, his blue eyes framed by desert headscarves. Become equal. The film won 7 Academy Awards. O'Toole received his first Oscar nomination. Almost overnight, he became an international star. Hollywood, London, and Europe now knew his name. Critics hailed him as a genius of screen acting. The role remains one of cinema's greatest performances. Even today, it defines his legend. Beckett, 1964. Played King Henry II opposite Richard Burton. Caligula, 1979. A controversial Roman epic. Goodbye, Mr. Chips, 1969. A tender role as a school teacher. Lawrence of Arabia, 1962. The performance of a lifetime. Man of La Mancha, 1972. Don Quixote, brought to the screen. My Favorite Year, 1982. A comedic triumph. As Alan Swan, Ruling Class, 1972. An eccentric satirical performance. Stuntman, 1980. Darkly charismatic as a manipulative director. The Lion in Winter, 1968. As Henry II again, opposite Katharine Hepburn. Troy, 2004. Played King Priam with gravitas. Venus, 2006. A poignant portrait of aging and desire. Beckett, 1964. Explored friendship and betrayal between a king and archbishop. O'Toole's regal authority dazzled. Both he and Richard Burton were Oscar nominated. The Lion in Winter, 1968. A fiery duel of words with Katharine Hepburn. The film won 3 Oscars. O'Toole's Henry II was cunning and tragic. My Favorite Year, 1982. A lighter, comedic role as a fading star. He won a Golden Globe for his performance. It showcased his impeccable comic timing. Venus, 2006. A late career gem where he played an elderly actor. His vulnerability touched audiences deeply. He earned his 8th Oscar nomination. 8 Academy Award nominations in total. Guinness World Records noted his nominations without a win. Finally honored with an honorary Oscar in 2003. Winner of 4 Golden Globes. Recipient of 1 BAFTA. Emmy Award winner for his television work. Theatres across Britain hailed his stage brilliance. Critics considered him one of the greatest actors of his era. In 1959, he married actress Siân Phillips. They had 2 daughters, Kate and Patricia. The marriage was turbulent and ended in divorce. Later, He had a son, Lorcan, with model Karen Brown. He adored his children and spoke proudly of them. Away from acting, he loved cricket and literature. He was known for his Irish wit and sharp humor. His friendships with Richard Burton and Richard Harris were legendary. They were dubbed the Hell-Raising Trio. His drinking became notorious, almost mythical. Yet behind the wildness was a poet's heart. Heavy drinking damaged his health. He suffered stomach illnesses. In the 1970s, doctors told him he might not survive. He endured major surgery. For a time, his career slowed, but he made dramatic comebacks. His resilience impressed fans worldwide. He turned personal pain into artistic depth. Even illness could not silence his talent. For British audiences, he was a Shakespearean titan. Canadian film schools still teach Lawrence of Arabia. In the US, his comedy and drama roles remained beloved. He bridged European artistry and Hollywood glamour. His performances redefined screen acting. Directors admired his audiences adored his magnetism. He proved charisma and craft could coexist. Even in later years, his presence lit up the screen. He almost turned down Lawrence of Arabia, but destiny intervened. He was once banned from a pub for excessive revelry. Despite fame, he never lost his Irish modesty. He published 2 volumes of memoirs. His writing revealed a lyrical, reflective soul. He famously declined a knighthood. His reasoning: he did not believe in titles. He valued artistic freedom above all. He loved storytelling in any form, stage, film, or conversation. Friends recalled him quoting poetry at parties. In 2003, the Academy gave him an honorary Oscar. Initially, he hesitated to accept it. He still wanted to win a competitive award. Eventually, he graciously accepted. He continued working into his 70s. His final film was Catherine of Alexandria 2014 release. In 2012, he announced retirement from acting. He said his passion had finally cooled. On December 14, 2013, he passed away in London. He was 81 years old. Tributes poured in from every corner of the globe. Actors, directors, and audiences mourned the loss. The world remembered him as the last of the great Hellraisers. His funeral was private, but his legacy was public. Ireland and Britain both claimed him as their own. Peter O'Toole remains cinema's eternal rebel. He embodied both elegance and chaos. His voice could thunder like a storm. His eyes could convey entire novels. He taught audiences that acting is truth magnified. For Canadian, British, and American fans, he was a cultural hero. Generations of actors study his films for inspiration. His spirit lingers in theaters and film schools. Every viewing of Lawrence of Arabia revives his flame. His life proved that art can outlast human frailty. Peter O'Toole's journey was never ordinary. From Irish beginnings to Hollywood royalty, from the stage lights of London to the deserts of Arabia, from drunken escapades to immortal performances, his career was a story in itself. His personal struggles humanized his legend. His artistic courage inspired millions. He left the world richer in imagination. His name is carved into the history of cinema. Peter O'Toole will forever remain larger than life.